Okay, good day, everybody. We are here to interview an incoming senior high student, Ellice Salgado, who's going to help us a little in order to see how this whole online platform that we have and this online school can actually be a very good moment to learn, especially for a person like Elise, who I think has made good use of the school year in order to advance in her learnings. So, if we might ask Elise, how are you? How are you feeling today, Elise?
Thank you, Miss. I'm feeling okay today.
Okay, good. Elise, can you tell us a little bit? How are you liking online school as regards to your learning, attending class, and accomplishing your schoolwork?
For me, online school is okay. Now, I would say it's maybe 6 or 7 out of 10. It's a bit more easier to attend than face-to-face classes, but I would say I would prefer face-to-face classes since it has um a bit more experience maybe compared to online learning.
Okay, that's good to know. Elise, was it difficult for you? Okay, even if you preferred online, I mean face to face, was it difficult for you to be attending class, to be following a schedule, or even to accomplish your schoolwork?
Sometimes yes. It's a bit weird to admit, pero yes. Since online class is a bit more lax. Um, I mean, we still have a schedule, yes, pero um, I felt it was a bit more less compared to face classes since you're at home, you can do anything you want, so it's a bit more easier to be distracted in online class compared to face classes.
Yes, yes. Okay, but do you think that it was manageable online learning? Okay, you said it was a little probably less in terms of demand, so that was for you something easy, right? I mean, was it more manageable than face to face?
It was manageable as well. I don't see a difference between online class and face to face in terms of manageability. I mean, maybe that's just me and
Okay,
my
yes, yes,
perception,
yes.
pero now it was manageable. It was fine.
Very good, very good. Okay, did you get higher grades, Elise, this year, or you always had these kinds of grades? I don't know. I mean, what if so? What do you think contributed to your getting the kinds of grades that you got this year?
Um, my grades stayed the same ng
Okay.
above 90 average.
Mhm.
Pero I felt like online distance had a bit more help
Okay.
since I could I could search whenever I wanted. I could ask my friends whenever I wanted. We weren't limited sa classroom. So nang we helped each other, damo gid buligay and damo gid information at my disposal. So that definitely contributed to my the maintaining of my high grades.
Yes, very good. And Elise, actually, with online, and there's really so much information you can find on your own. So, did you think that you were really learning this year, despite the change and the difference in the platform?
I can say both. Like I learned something at the same time, but at the same time I did not.
Okay,
Like
okay.
the knowledge was just passing through. I But um it depends really. Like I said, I learned a lot of things, pero um um uh not much mm, let me say those select information lang ang nag-stick sa mind
Okay.
ko.
All right. Okay. Actually, we are really quite limited with online, no? But I think at least what you got were the essential things of every subject, of every topic. I think that was really the goal, no? That at least all of you would get the essentials. So imagine, Elise, if you're saying that you both learn and did not learn, imagine if you were not really a very conscientious student, then from what you get, you would even get less if you did not help yourself. Would you agree with that? That it's really dependent also on the student, how much you can get from school?
I would say yes, since I'm studious and man, so I really try to take in as much information as I can, and especially like you said, the essential ones. So
Yeah.
I really try to make most of the online learning situation.
So would you say, Elise, that those students, conscientious students will really thrive during online? Would you say that they are the ones who will thrive with online school?
Yes, I do agree on that statement, since um you so much is happening on online learning, and then add to that you have a personal life mixed in, like
Yes.
compared to face nga may pwede mo ma-separate sometimes, but then here, though ga you're on your own. I mean, you have your friends online, pwede
Yes.
magkabulig, pero online learning really shows sinodang um knows what to do, knows when to persevere, and makita mo gid kung paano ka ano ka studious ang isa ka tao.
Very good, very good. It's really independent learning. Now, Elise, given that there were no awards this year, what pushed you to study nonetheless? I mean, what was your motivation to keep on going? You said, it's a test who will really persevere. What kept you going despite the circumstances?
Since um since this is my last year in junior high, I wanted to make sure nga I can finish my high school years. I would get that diploma, since makabulig man na sa akon, it's mostly just continuing my schooling. I don't want to give up. I don't want to disappoint my parents, myself, since I really think that education is important in these times. I mean, maybe a bit more differently, since not everyone can learn, not everyone has the means to learn, pero that I really think that we should be educated in these times.
Very good. Okay, so going more into online school, Elise, was it always a breeze for you throughout the school year, or were there challenges along the way? And if so, what were these challenges and how did you overcome them? I mean, we're talking about distraction, but specifically, is there anything else you see as a challenge, and how did you overcome
Um, Suffice to say, I actually still had challenges like time management ng
it?
gaka-distract ko, um, even though like though ka-studios man sa akon, I still get distracted, like
Yes.
ara man ng friends ko nang gastoryahan na man kami, or galantaw ko something in the background, especially if the lesson did not interest me as much, or nang kakatuyo ko. I mean, so
Yeah, normal. Yeah.
so nang man times nga gaka-late ko pas kay maybe mayari ko like struggles sa personal life ko or myself, especially nang halin sa lockdown nga to nagfester naghinder sa akon nga learning, like amon ng mostly distractions. gaano sa akon.
So how did you push yourself to get out of it and to submit nonetheless, even if it was delayed? And I think that happened not so many times for sure in your case, no? Pero how did you hurdle those distractions and those um, watching something else or getting distracted?
At this point, I mostly nang ginapilit ko lawas ko nga hindi ma-distract. Like, ginapilit ko gid nga mamati sa lesson nang ginaano ko gid nga karon lang na obrahada na yung work mo. Like, I encouraged myself to do my work, and then I tried to stick to a schedule, like maski to-do list na lang na I tried to stick to that as much as possible para do hindi ko madula. And maski late ko nagpa, samba lang ko nga may deadline na I have to pass, nga hindi pwede nga pabayaan ko lang. So maski late sikwaon ko na lang ang deductions, ang importante makapass ko.
Okay. So very good. It really takes some self-discipline. In other words, if I were to read your what you're trying to say, no, in the first place you were disciplined already to start with, but in the circumstances, and it's normal that you have all those, but you push yourself because you already have it, the self-discipline to start with. Okay, would you say, Ellice? I mean, this is just looking. Of course, you were in touch with your other classmates, and for sure, you know that people were struggling around you, no, not only yourself. Might you see any trend of why students would tend to be lax in their studies? Would you probably see some why this might happen to some of your friends or to some people that you know?
I mean, based on personal experience, since may ara kami friends nga mo man na, I really think it's based on their own thoughts and their environment nga base hina internet nila, or wala lang gid sila gana magsulod sa klase, since independent learning man kami, so kami bahala mag-learn or magsulod, mag-obra. So ang freedom nga ginhatag sa amon amo gina, I think, excuse me, is a main factor nga nag-contribute sa pagka-lax sang studies ng ibang students.
Yeah, you're more or less, you feel like you're left on your own and you have your own time, which is really true. I mean, but there is supervision. But so you would say it's really up to the person, no? As we've been saying since earlier, discipline, and because you can push yourself beyond all of that if you really want. So I guess that's the definition of freedom which we have in our classes, which is that I want to do what I'm supposed to, and I push myself to do that. All right, can you name some other personal attributes or attitudes, Ellice, that you think students of Taitung would need in order to survive online school? Aside from all that you've already been saying, I don't know if you have anything to add.
I really just think you should be I mean, not really studious, pero I really think that you should try to persevere maski you're not interested sa lesson. I think that you should really try to learn something and persevere, kay kaisa lang tadi nang it's not always nga maka-learn ta, and especially since sa muni nga time nga not everyone can learn. So now we should think about the fact nga ari tadi, we should be thankful, we should appreciate the fact nga online distance learning ta, or maski packets na lang, kay sa bagay ng
we will not have the packets next year, Ellice. Yeah, actually, but you're going on the right track. I might, if we can go towards we're ending the interview now. I just want you to probably just give some more of your tips or your advice to students, to all sorts of students, those who you think are need to perform better? What tips can you give so that they can really thrive through online school?
Um, what I can say is time management, kid, and self-discipline. Um, budlay siya kay kada mo sang distractions like I said. And ako man nga studious man nga tao, gaka-distract man. So dapat self-discipline, kid. Nga kabalo ka when to do this, when to do that. Kag ang time management pagid even if no you don't have to stick to a schedule. I mean may ara man pero if hindi mo kaya you should go at your own pace nga pwede ma-adapt sa schedule nga ginhatag and to yourself and encourage yourself nga maka stick ka man sa muna nga schedule maski to-do list na lang like amuning priorities ko and then slowly make your way through that, especially since 1 week may ara ka man 1 week nga deadline sa nga which was very gracious and nakabulig it sa akon. So you should stick to your own pace but also keep a schedule para hindi ka madula.
Okay, very good. Elise, thank you so much. I think really your tips will be very helpful for all our students out there who I'm sure after a year of experience of online school are still looking for more ways in order to better their performance. So thank you for sharing with us your experiences, Elise. It's really going to be a big help, and more power to you and good luck with senior high. I'm sure you will be as good as you have been performing all throughout this year. So thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for
Thank you, Miss.
for your efforts, for your words, and we will sure that it will reach. Make sure it will reach the students to help all of them. So thank you so much. Bye
Thank you
bye,
for
Elise.
inviting
Thank you.
me.
Yes, thank you.